Ending number 1. Edit. Endings ending 2. It's dangerous to be near, hero_name. Collapse ending text. Tim was so eager to try his new sword he couldn't wait for some minion to appear and stab the elder at the other end of the cave. He also stole his wallet, what a moron. Collapse time expired. 4 years later. Collapse wake up text. Tim spent a long time in prison for that murder. After being released back into the streets, he considered changing his name in the options menu to improve his personal brand. Collapse hint. Don't take advice from old people. Collapse requirements. Items, Sword of Legend. Not having Mr. Hugs. Collapse solution. When you head to the west you'll see a sword and the elder. Get the sword and stab the elder. Collapse aftermath. You may change your name in the options menu. The sign in Tim's house that explains the move and button options and recommends to play with gamepad will disappear. Others like you also viewed. Ending 7. Ending number 2. 1. Edit. Ending 1 endings ending 3. Shit happens. Collapse ending text. That day, Tim tripped over a rock after leaving his house and fell right on his face. The guard in front really questioned if this was indeed the hero the kingdom needed. Collapse time expired. That same day. Collapse wake up text. Such a stupid fall. Tim's face looked flatter than before, and that's really saying something given how pixelated it already is. He'll watch his step next time he goes outside. Collapse hint. Watch your step. Collapse requirements. Complete at least 4 other endings. This ending is possible without any item. Collapse solution. Sprint over the rock to the right of your house. Collapse aftermath. This ending can never be triggered again. Others like you also viewed. Ending 3. Ending 5. Endings. Ending 1. Ending number 3. Edit. Ending 2 endings ending 4. Please nerf this. Collapse ending text. Tim expected those little minions to be harmless, or at least to take only 1 heart of his life. Guess what? That's exactly what they took, Tim's weak and little heart. Collapse time expired. 4 days later. Collapse wake up text. Everyone in town knew Tim was a heartless bastard, so the wound wasn't that bad for him. But maybe carrying a shield next time wasn't a bad idea after all. Collapse hint. Cute little swords. Collapse requirements. Not having hero shield. This ending is possible without any item. Collapse solution. Let the little purple minions stab you to death. Getting killed by the minions in the pit will result in a different ending. Collapse aftermath. The little purple minion left of Tim's house will disappear. Others like you also viewed. Ending 7. Ending number 4. Edit. Ending 3 endings ending 5. Public enemy. Collapse ending text. Tim removed the legendary sword from the stone just to put it inside a friendly guard. He was arrested and publicly executed under the charges of being an asshole. Collapse time expired. 6 days later. Collapse wake up text. Tim was a psycho and got what he deserved. The day after his execution, his brother decided to pick up where he left off and fulfill the prophecy. Collapse hint. Defy authority. Collapse requirements. Items, Sword of Legend. Not having Mr. Hugs. Collapse solution. Stab any guard, preferably the guard in front of the castle. Collapse aftermath. Regardless of which guard you kill, guard number 1 will be dead from now on, with the Sword of Legend implanted into his dead body until removed, once only. Your name is changed to Tinku, and your skin is changed to Tinker. Others like you also viewed. Ending 8. Ending 3. Items. Endings. Ending 2. Ending number 5. 1. Edit. Ending 4 endings. Ending 6. Kingslayer. Collapse ending text. All hail King Tim. As the previous ruler finished his term, the kingdom entered an era of prosperity, quite brief, because Tim's idea quickly became popular. Collapse time expired. 2 years later. Collapse wake up text. Tim the Brief recovered from the injuries of the murder attempt. To spare his life, he swore loyalty to the new king, much to his humiliation. Collapse hint. Trial by combat. Collapse requirements. Items, Sword of Legend. Not having Mr. Hugs and Princess. Collapse solution. Use the Sword of Legend to stab the king. Collapse aftermath. A portrait of the king and King Tim will be added to the castle. Others like you also viewed. Ending 6. Endings. Ending 8. Ending number 6. Edit. Ending 5 endings. Ending 7. The floor is lava. Collapse ending text. A miscalculated jump resulted in Tim falling into a lava pit. This was not the end he'd have wanted, but was surely the one he deserved. Collapse time expired. 5 months later. Collapse wake up text. Those third-degree burns left Tim with a scarred face, but surely the princess would look past them. Go get her, you hero. Collapse hint. Warming up. Collapse requirements. Not having lava trinket or princess. This ending is possible without any item. Collapse solution. Try to swim in the lava of Ju volcano. Collapse aftermath. Your skin is changed to burnt. Others like you also viewed. Ending 3. End. Category. Ending number 7. Edit. Ending 6 endings. Ending 8. Go swimming. Collapse ending text. Maybe Tim couldn't read the sign, maybe he didn't know what a piranha was, maybe he was just an idiot. What he surely was, piranha food. Collapse time expired. 2 weeks later. Collapse wake up text. The guard found Tim's body next to the lake and moved it home. His lucky hat was lost somewhere though, so now everyone would realize his outstanding baldness. Collapse hint. Do feed the animals. Collapse requirements. Not having princess. This ending is possible without any item. Collapse solution. Jump in the piranha-infested water under the king's castle drawbridge or through the well. Collapse aftermath. The water is dyed red from the piranha feasting on the previous Tim, and the caution, piranha signals are gone. This ending can never be triggered again. Your skin is changed to hatless. Others like you also viewed. Endings. Ending number 8. Edit. Ending 7 endings ending 9. Roll and rock. Collapse ending text. The fall into multiple rocks was painful. But Tim was okay. And ready to get back into the adventure. Wait, no, he wasn't. Collapse time expired. 3 weeks later. Collapse wake up text. The elder found Tim's dead body and put it together with a spell. Tim was a zombie now, with an insatiable hunger for adventure. Collapse hint. Flow with the water. Collapse requirements. Not having chicken or princess. This ending is possible without any item. Collapse solution. Take a free fall down the waterfalls. Having the chicken will let you safely float down, while having the princess will result in a different ending. Collapse aftermath. Tim's blood be found in on the rocks in the waterfall. Your skin is changed to zombie. Others like you also viewed. Endings. Endings. Ending number 9. Edit. Ending 8 endings ending 10. Customer is always right. Collapse ending text. Being a shopkeeper is tough, low wages, long hours, mean customers, and also, the occasional serial killer that comes into your shop, stabs you and steals all your stuff. Collapse time expired. 5 months later. Collapse wake up text. Tim's business with stolen merchandise wasn't working out the way he had thought, so he woke up ready to look for an adventurous alternative. Collapse hint. Negotiate a discount. Collapse requirements. Items, Sword of Legend. Not having Mr. Hugs. Collapse solution. Use the Sword of Legend to stab the shopkeeper. Collapse aftermath. After finish both, this ending and ending 23, the shopkeeper will have a shotgun until ending number 74 is done. Others like you also viewed. Items. Ending 23. Endings. Ending 64. Mimic. Ending. Ending number 10. Edit. Ending 9 endings ending 11. Gold Rush. Collapse ending text. Tim closed his eyes and remembered that treacherous signpost as he fell into the bottomless pit. Ironically, since there was no bottom or impact, he just starved to death. Collapse time expired. That same day. Collapse wake up text. Nightmares about endless falls were pretty common in Tim's family. Tim woke up when he heard the guard outside. Collapse hint. Deep down. Collapse requirements. Items, shovel. Collapse solution. Inside the volcano, locate a sign that reads attention, do not dig here, you've been warned. Proceed to dig down. Collapse aftermath. Your skin is changed to Tim. Others like you also viewed. Ending. Ending number 11. Edit. Ending 10 endings ending 12. Feline Company. Collapse ending text. Right after adopting Pavlov, Tim kept filling his heart with the love of missing cats. Unfortunately, he also filled his throat with hairballs and eventually choked to death in his bed. Collapse time expired. 6 days later. Collapse wake up text. Every cat in the kingdom cried for the loss of Tim. Pavlov swore to take over his will and prepared for a new adventure. Collapse hint. Meow. Collapse requirements. Items, Mr. Hugs. Collapse solution. While unarmed, jump on the ledge near the castle entrance, go through the trapdoor and navigate into the princess room. Use Mr. Hugs found in the chest on the cat. Collapse aftermath. The cat in the princess room is gone. The castle roof is filled with cats. This ending can never be triggered again. Your name is changed to Pavlov, and your skin is changed to Pavlov. Others like you also viewed. Ending 39. Endings. Ending 57. Ending 55. Ending number 12. Edit. Ending 11. Endings. Ending 13. Hobbies. Collapse. Ending text. After picking up that fishing rod, Tim felt the urge to go fishing. The minutes turned into hours, the hours into years, and the years into a dead princess who was never rescued. Collapse time expired. That same day. Collapse wake up text. Tim remembered the fishing days with his dad every time he had piranha for dinner. No time for melancholy, let's go find an adventure. Collapse hint. Kill some fish. Collapse requirements. Items, fishing rod. Not having princess. Collapse solution. Underneath the king's cast drawbridge or through the well, open the chest on the dock and use it on the water. Collapse aftermath. Tim is succeeded by his child, by the same name, and Tim's corpse can be found still fishing in the same spot. Your skin is changed to Tim. Others like you also viewed. Endings. Ending 20. Ending 7. Ending 14. Ending number 13. Edit. Ending 12. Endings. Ending 14. Allergic to cuteness. Collapse. Ending text. Those shiny eyes, those tiny feet. These minions were too cute for Tim to resist. Unfortunately, they severely damage him on contact, so it wasn't the best idea to give one a hug. Collapse time expired. 3 weeks later. Collapse wake up text. Tim spent weeks in bed recovering from the brutal allergy reaction, but those minions were so cute. It was totally worth it. Collapse hint. Purple little cuties. Collapse requirements. Items, Mr. Hugs. Collapse solution. Use Mr. Hugs to hug a minion. Others like you also viewed. Jew volcano. Ending 10. Endings. Ending 14. Ending 11. Ending number 14. 1. Edit. Ending 13. Endings. Ending 15. Drakarish. Collapse. Ending text. Stepping in front of the dragon wasn't the smartest idea in Tim's career, but it'd probably be the last he'd ever make. His cooking point was the dragon's favorite. Collapse time expired. 4 months later. Collapse wake up text. The scars all over Tim's skin made our hero look even more adventurous than before. Collapse hint. Face the dragon. Collapse requirements. Not having lava trinket, hero shield, and princess. This ending is possible without any item. Collapse solution. Locate the dragon inside Jew volcano without lava trinket, the hero shield, and the princess. Collapse aftermath. Tim's corpse can be found in front of the dragon. Your skin is changed to burnt. Others like you also viewed. Endings. Ending 7. Ending number 15. 1. Edit. Ending 14. Endings ending 16. Family gathering. Collapse ending text. They're not that weak when they come all at once, right? Tim was outnumbered, defeated, and finally used as a playing ball. Collapse time expired. 8 months later. Collapse wake up text. After being tortured for months, Tim escaped back to home. But the sequels were hard on him. Collapse hint. Power is in the numbers. Collapse requirements. Not having hero shield. This ending is possible without any item. Collapse solution. Inside the dark fortress, navigate to the pit area, get killed by the minions from the minion spawners. Collapse aftermath. Your name is changed to Little Minion, and your skin is changed to Minion. The name changes back to the previous with the next skin or name changing ending. Others like you also viewed. Endings. Ending 7. Ending number 16. 1. Edit. Ending 15. Endings ending 17. Monster Hunter. Collapse ending text. Tim slew the dragon and claimed its legendary treasure, but since he couldn't find the way up to the surface, he now rests in the bone pit like all the others before him. Collapse time expired. 8 years later. Collapse wake up text. Uncle Tim's fortune could never be found, but his legendary sword was kept at his house as a memory of his feat. Tim Jr., wanting to follow his uncle, embarks on a new quest. Collapse hint. Defeat the mighty beast. Collapse requirements. Items, Sword of Legend. Not having Princess or Mr. Hugs. Collapse solution. Using the dragon ventilation route, backstab the dragon with the Sword of Legend. Collapse aftermath. The Sword of Legend may be picked up from your home. It is kept in a chest. Your name is changed to Hero_name Jr., and your skin is changed to Millennial. The name changes back to the previous with the next skin or name changing ending. Others like you also viewed. Endings. Ending number 17. Edit. Ending 16. Endings ending 18. Public transport next time. Collapse ending text. The cannon exploded violently, sending Tim right into a rock. Using cannons was indeed a fast way to move around, but not the safest one. A 95% uptime guaranteed policy is not enough sometimes. Collapse time expired. 2 years later. Collapse wake up text. Tim received millions from the cannon company but spent all of it on medical care and cosmetic surgery. Remember Tim, those cannons have a 5% fail chance. Collapse hint. Playing with gunpowder. Collapse requirements. Complete at least 15 other endings. Use a cannon or geyser at least once before. Not having nuclear warhead, shotgun, or princess. This ending is possible without any item. Collapse solution. Use any of the 3 cannons. The ending will trigger only once if you used a cannon or a geyser before and only if you have 15 or more other endings. Collapse aftermath. Cannons will never explode again. This ending can never be triggered again. Your skin is changed to Botox. Others like you also viewed. Endings. Ending number 18. Edit. Ending 17 endings ending 19. King of Hearts. Collapse ending text. Tim jumped into the arms of the king and gave him an epic kiss. Everyone in the room felt awkward and unsure of what to do. They slowly started to walk away to give the monarch some privacy. Collapse time expired. 6 days later. Collapse wake up text. Tim was now the queen of the realm, but that didn't mean he could abandon his good old hero job. Collapse hint. Find the ruler of your heart. Collapse requirements. Items, Mr. Hugs. Collapse solution. Use Mr. Hugs to hug the king. Collapse aftermath. A portrait of the Queen Tim will be added to the castle. Your name is changed to Queen, hero_name, and your skin is changed to Dresco Spinny. The name changes back to the previous with the next skin or name changing ending. Others like you also viewed. Ending 19. Ending 13. Ending number 19. 1. Edit. Ending 18 endings ending 20. Broken heart. Collapse ending text. Tim jumped to the arms of the guard, but landed on the spear he was wielding. The guard didn't move an inch as Tim's heart was impaled. How professional. Collapse time expired. 4 months later. Collapse wake up text. Having such powerful jumping skills can get troublesome sometimes. Tim readjusted his effusiveness and got ready for adventure once again. Collapse hint. Love the uniform. Collapse requirements. Items, Mr. Hugs. Collapse solution. Use Mr. Hugs to hug one of the guards. Collapse aftermath. Your skin is changed to impaled. Others like you also viewed. Ending 88. Ending 44. Ending number 20. Edit. Ending 19 endings ending 21. Day off. Collapse ending text. Some days you just don't feel like it. The day Tim stayed in bed, the kingdom GDP went up by 200%, the Dark Lord retired out of the boredom and the cure for all diseases was found. Well done, Tim. Collapse time expired. 2 days later. Collapse wake up text. Okay, that was a good nap. How long were you asleep, Tim? Never mind. It's time to get up and find some adventure. Collapse hint. Just 5 more minutes. Collapse requirements. This ending is possible without any item. Collapse solution. Upon spawning in, use your action key on the bed and take a nap. You have to wait there for 10 seconds. Others like you also viewed. Ending 19. Ending number 21. Edit. Ending 20 endings ending 22. You nailed it. Collapse ending text. It was quite a feat to be pierced simultaneously by 18 spikes. Tim felt pain in every inch of his body, but kept an optimistic smile because he had fulfilled some bizarre achievement. Collapse time expired. 2 weeks later. Collapse wake up text. Who would have thought that having 18 holes in the body could be non-fatal? Somehow, Tim was back in town and ready to give his adventure another shot. Collapse hint. Below the pit. Collapse requirements. This ending is possible without any item. Collapse solution. Navigate to the pit in the dark fortress, jump on the spikes. Collapse aftermath. Your skin is changed to spiked. Others like you also viewed. Ending 22. Ending number 22. Edit. Ending 21. Endings. Ending 23. Paperweight. Collapse. Ending text. Tim couldn't resist the temptation of adding that sexy anvil to his inventory and fell right into the infamous anvil yard. He survived the fall for a few seconds, until the anvil crushed his adventurous skull into adventurous tiny pieces. Collapse time expired. 2 days later. Collapse wake up text. Was that a nightmare? It felt pretty real. Tim wasn't sure, but he decided to stay away from anvils for a while. Just in case. Collapse hint. Hanging by a thread. Collapse requirements. Items, 1-ton anvil. Not having princess. Collapse solution. Go up the elevator in the dark fortress and grab the anvil. Collapse aftermath. Tim's blood can be found in the anvil yard. Your skin is changed to anvil head. Others like you also viewed. Ending number 23. 1. Edit. Ending 22. Endings. Ending 24. True beauty is inside. Collapse. Ending text. It seems the princess was not just guarded by a swinging anvil, but also by a mimic in the shape of her. Tim was cut, chewed, digested, and finally turned into a heroic goo. Collapse time expired. 7 months later. Collapse wake up text. Tim's spirit reincarnated into the hobo that occupied his house. With this new, smelly body, he was sure he'd get the real princess this time. Collapse hint. Sorry, but princess_name is in another castle. Collapse requirements. Not having burger or princess. This ending is possible without any item. Collapse solution. After ascending the dark elevator, get close to the princess. Collapse aftermath. After finish both, this ending and ending 9, the shopkeeper will have a shotgun until ending number 74 is done. Your name is changed to Jesus, and your skin is changed to Jesus. The name changes back to the previous with the next skin or name changing ending. Others like you also viewed. Endings. Items. Ending number 24. Edit. Ending 23. Endings. Ending 25. Strawberry. Collapse. Ending text. You really have to love strawberries to CLMB a mountain for one. Tim broke a leg on the way back, but that strawberry was totally worth it. Collapse time expired. 2 weeks later. Collapse wake up text. Tim was lost in Macro Mountain. What was wrong with that place? His distant cousin decided to go there to see if he could find him. Collapse hint. Get some vitamin C. Collapse requirements. Not having any items with weight. Not having princess. This ending is possible without any item. Collapse solution. Scale the mountain to the right of the castle and claim the strawberry at its peak. Collapse aftermath. Tim's corpse can be found on the mountain. Next to it is a sign that says, "I broke my leg, but I achieved my dream. Please, let me rest in this place with my strawberries. Your cousin." The strawberry at the peak is gone. This ending can never be triggered again. Your name is changed to Lump, and your skin is changed to Lungo. Others like you also viewed. Categories. Ending number 25. Edit. Ending 24. Endings ending 26. Bully. Collapse ending text. Tim really went berserk on that minion. He kept stabbing it for days until it became a pond of purple goo. Why, Tim? Where does such immense hate for such an adorable creature come from? Collapse time expired. 3 weeks later. Collapse wake up text. Tim returned home after fulfilling his random revenge against that minion. Time to get back to adventure. Collapse hint. Make sure they're dead. Collapse requirements. Items, Sword of Legend. Not having Mr. Hugs. Collapse solution. Stab a minion's corpse 9 times. Does not work on the minions on the shop, in the pit and in the treasure room in Macro Mountain after ending 62. Collapse aftermath. This ending can never be triggered again. Others like you also viewed. Ending 21. Ending 16. Princess. Ending 24. Ending number 26. Edit. Ending 25. Endings ending 27. Greedy bastard. Collapse ending text. With all this gear, Tim was ready for any challenge. Or so he was, until his legs finally collapsed under the enormous weight. His last words were, "I regret nothing." Collapse time expired. 6 months later. Collapse wake up text. After months of medical care, paid by selling all of his items, Tim was ready again for adventure. Collapse hint. Heavy is the burden. Collapse requirements. Items, 5 items with weight. Items that doesn't weight: compass, kingdom map, Mr. Hugs and fishing rod. Not having princess. Collapse solution. Carry 5 weight items at once, or at least attempt to. Collapse aftermath. Your skin is changed to injured. Others like you also viewed. Items. Ending number 27. Edit. Ending 26. Endings ending 28. Airstrike. Collapse ending text. After getting tired of the traditional adventurer tactics, Tim decided to take a more direct approach to destroying the Dark Lord. It was super effective. Collapse time expired. 2 months later. Collapse wake up text. Tim couldn't rest knowing they had rebuilt the fortress in just a month. This time he'd tackle the root of the problem. Collapse hint. WMD. Collapse requirements. Items, hook claw and nuclear warhead. Not having princess. Collapse solution. Using the hook claw, go through the trapdoor in the shop and fire the nuclear warhead with the cannon above. Collapse aftermath. The mountain in the background of the farmlands will have a huge smoking crater in its side. Others like you also viewed. Items. Ending number 28. Edit. Ending 27. Endings ending 29. Don't try this at home. Collapse ending text. Tim was such a curious hero. That day he thought, what would happen if I stay close to this bomb while it explodes? Several burns and shrapnel fragments all over his body happened. Collapse time expired. 2 days later. Collapse wake up text. The painful shrapnel fragments in Tim's skin really helped waking up early the next day. Collapse hint. Stay to stare at the fuse. Collapse requirements. Items, bombs. Collapse solution. When using a bomb found by the well, stand next to its detonation. Collapse aftermath. Your skin is changed to burnt. Others like you also viewed. Ending 36. Ending number 29. Edit. Ending 28. Endings ending 30. The man in the steel mask. Collapse ending text. Tim's shield blocked the dragon flames, but was melted and pushed into his face, turning it into a beautiful but painful mask. Collapse time expired. 6 days later. Collapse wake up text. Tim managed to remove the iron mask using brute force. He also removed his eyes, but learned to feel his environment using his inner key. Let's go defeat evil. Collapse hint. Dragons don't like shields. Collapse requirements. Items, hero shield. Not having lava trinket and princess. Collapse solution. Bring the hero _ shield to the dragon in the volcano. Collapse aftermath. Your skin is changed to eyeless. Others like you also viewed. Endings. Ending 70. Ending number 30. Edit. Ending 29. Endings ending 31. Subliminal message. Collapse ending text. Tim jumped into the chimney, ready to share the spirit of Christmas and gift copies of Reventure. Everyone loved the game and left a November 10th review. Collapse time expired. 2 months later. Collapse wake up text. After receiving overwhelming reviews from everyone about his game, Tim was filled with motivation and ready for a new quest. Collapse hint. Clean up the chimney. Collapse requirements. This ending is possible without any item. Collapse solution. While on the route to the princess room, use your action key atop the chimney. Collapse aftermath. Your skin is changed to Santa. Others like you also viewed. Ending 32. Ending number 31. Edit. Ending 30. Endings ending 32. Collateral damage. Collapse ending text. With all the food in storage spoiled, everyone in the kingdom starved to death. On the other hand, Tim found an amazing hat inside one of the pots. Collapse time expired. 9 months later. Collapse wake up text. Tim woke up with a disturbing smile and his favorite hat next to his bed. Let's go find some adventure. Collapse hint. Inside the pots. Collapse requirements. Items, Sword of Legend. Not having Mr. Hugs. Collapse solution. Underneath the drawbridge, break the bushes on the left with the Sword of Legend to reveal the barn, destroy the pots. Collapse aftermath. The pods stay broken. Harry, the guard behind the gate, talks about it. This ending can never be triggered again. Your skin is changed to coolest hat ever. Others like you also viewed. Ending 33. Reventure Wiki. Ending number 32. Edit. Ending 31 endings ending 33. You monster. Collapse ending text. Tim / put Boulder in the hospital in agonizing pain. Her family spent days around her bed, praying for her recovery. After defeating thousands of scissors, she'd never have expected to be defeated by a sword. Collapse time expired. 5 months later. Collapse wake up text. No one looked at Tim the same way after what he did to that poor rock. Boulder was back at her job, but Tim would have to make amends with her. Collapse hint. Sharpen your sword against something hard and round. Collapse requirements. Items, Sword of Legend. Not having Mr. Hugs. Not having the boulder destroyed with bombs. Collapse solution. Locate the boulder near the well. Stab it and live with your guilt. Collapse aftermath. After finish both, this ending and ending 54, Boulder's skin changed to a default rock. With that new rock, this ending can never be triggered again. Others like you also viewed. Endings. Ending 26. Ending 72. Ending number 33. 1. Edit. Ending 32 endings ending 34. Leap of faith. Collapse ending text. Without hesitation, Tim jumped off the cliff. He knew he could make it if he had enough faith. But nope, he didn't have enough. Collapse time expired. 2 months later. Collapse wake up text. After a video of his jump going viral, Tim had to stay at home for some time to avoid all that trolling by young millennials. Collapse hint. Prove your faith. Collapse requirements. Not having princess or chicken. This ending is possible without any item. Collapse solution. Jump off the dark cliff on the right side of Macro Mountain. There's a sign that says faith can give you wings. Collapse aftermath. Tim's blood can be found in the below the jump. The sign says now if faith doesn't give you wings, try a chicken instead. Your skin is changed to injured. Others like you also viewed. Ending 80. Ending 79. Ending number 34. Edit. Ending 33 endings ending 35. -1 st floor. Collapse ending text. What secrets would lie below that mysterious elevator? Well, at least a lesson, it's not a good idea to drop into the shaft. Collapse time expired. 3 days later. Collapse wake up text. Who needs bones anyway? With a point of attitude, Tim managed to animate his disgusting body, now reduced to flesh and muscle. Collapse hint. Basement floor, please. Collapse requirements. This ending is possible without any item. Collapse solution. When in the dark elevator, press the button to send the elevator up, then stand inside the empty elevator shaft and wait for it to crush you. Collapse aftermath. Tim's blood can be found down in the elevator shaft. There are now 3 buttons next to the elevator to move the elevator when not standing on it. Your name is changed to Disgusting Creature, and your skin is changed to OMG. What happened to you? The name changes back to the previous with the next skin or name changing ending. Others like you also viewed. Ending 40. Ending 39. Ending 33. Ending number 35. 2. Edit. Ending 34 endings ending 36. Wastewater. Collapse ending text. Tim entered the pipe just to find a septic tank where he dissolved into the kingdom's toxic waste. Seriously, why would someone willingly go into a large sewer pipe? Collapse time expired. 3 days later. Collapse wake up text. Tim crawled out of that sewer through his own house toilet. He had to work as a plumber the next few months to fix the pipes he broke during his expedition. Collapse hint. Over the dragon's lair. Collapse requirements. Either 2 items or less. Items, hook claw or shovel. This ending is possible without any item. Collapse solution. When taking the ventilator route to the dragon, using the hook claw or 2 items or less, jump into the green pipe. This can also be accessed by digging down from the music hall. Collapse aftermath. The pipe is closed now and a sign is next to it with the text maintenance personnel only. This ending can never be triggered again. Your skin is changed to plumber. Others like you also viewed. Items. Endings. Ending 52. Ending 20. Ending number 36. Edit. Ending 35 endings ending 37. Fireproof. Collapse ending text. The lava trinket repelled the dragon's flames. But not his claws. Collapse time expired. 6 months later. Collapse wake up text. Only tiny bits of Tim were found after his encounter with the dragon, so his twin brother decided to take over the family business. Collapse hint. Immune to dragon flames. Collapse requirements. Items, lava trinket. Not having hero shield and princess. Collapse solution. After obtaining the lava trinket left of the Sword of Legend, locate the dragon inside Ju volcano without the hero shield or the princess. Collapse aftermath. Your name is changed to hero_name S brother. The name changes back to the previous with the next skin or name changing ending. Others like you also viewed. Ending 31. Ending 88. Ending number 37. Edit. Ending 36 endings ending 38. Free hugs. Collapse ending text. Tim entered the shop with a disturbing look and jumped over the table right into the shopkeeper. He grabbed her neck until it snapped. Then, he established a free hug shop so he could express his complex emotions with any customers. Collapse time expired. 3 weeks later. Collapse wake up text. Tim was getting tired of hugging everyone and decided to make a turn in his life. Time for a new adventure. Collapse hint. A free hug for a greedy man. Collapse requirements. Items, Mr. Hugs. Collapse solution. Use Mr. Hugs to hug the shopkeeper. Collapse aftermath. In the shop is now a sign that says free hugs. Others like you also viewed. Ending. Ending number 38. Edit. Ending 37 endings ending 39. Oh boy, I'm so hungry. Collapse ending text. Tim couldn't resist the smell of a delicious burger inside that chest, even while the spike traps on the sides of the room sent a pretty obvious message. Collapse time expired. 2 months later. Collapse wake up text. Those spikes filled the hole in Tim's stomach, but not his hunger for adventure. Collapse hint. The pleasure of pushing levers at random. Collapse requirements. Not having princess. Helpful items, hookclaw. This ending is possible without any item. Collapse solution. Inside the lever room, inside the mountain to the right of the sacrificial altar, flip the left lever. Collapse aftermath. Tim's blood can be found in the lever room. Your skin is changed to spiked. Others like you also viewed. Ending 46. Ending 41. Ending number 39. 1. Edit. Ending 38. Endings. Ending 40. Everything is terrible. Collapse. Ending text. As he looked inside that big chest, Tim tripped and ended up locked inside. He eventually suffocated to death. Oh, the chest was empty. Well, not anymore. Collapse time expired. 3 days later. Collapse wake up text. Did Tim suffocate to death? Yes. Was that enough to stop him from adventuring ever again? Probably. Could we ignore this plot hole and just keep adventuring? Of course we can. Collapse hint. Inside the big open chest. Collapse requirements. Not having princess. This ending is possible without any item. Collapse solution. When inside the great waterfall room, take the passage to the lower left and use the chest. Mind the 1 block gap in the floor, it's a fall trap. Collapse aftermath. Your skin is changed to asphyxia. Others like you also viewed. Ending 40. Ending number 40. Edit. Ending 39. Endings. Ending 41. Sexy beard. Collapse. Ending text. Tim listened to the words of the elder and finally realized what they really meant. It wasn't dangerous to go alone anymore. Collapse time expired. 2 months later. Collapse wake up text. Even the elder was too hot for Tim. Right after dumping our hero, he left with the shopkeeper. Tim found himself once again alone in his little house. Collapse hint. Someone is afraid to be alone. Collapse requirements. Items, Mr. Hugs. Collapse solution. Use Mr. Hugs to hug the elder who gave you the Sword of Legend. Others like you also viewed. Ending 39. Ending number 41. 2. Edit. Ending 40. Endings. Ending 42. Post-traumatic stress disorder. Collapse. Ending text. With the shield and the lava trinket, Tim was immune to all damage from the dragon, but not to the pain of being continuously attacked. His body barely resisted, but his mind eventually collapsed. Collapse time expired. 3 months later. Collapse wake up text. The guard found Tim wandering with an empty look in his eyes and put him in his bed. His mind was completely broken, but his body was still in need of adventure. Collapse hint. Heatproof shield. Collapse requirements. Items, hero shield and lava trinket. Not having princess. Collapse solution. Bring the hero shield and lava trinket to the dragon in the Jew volcano. Others like you also viewed. Items. Endings. Ending 72. Ending number 42. 1. Edit. Ending 41. Endings ending 43. Sneaky bastard. Collapse ending text. Looking for an unnecessarily heroic way of reaching the princess, Tim crawled through an air duct. A section collapsed and he crashed right on top of her, killing her instantly. Collapse time expired. 4 days later. Collapse wake up text. There were more princesses to rescue and 0 witnesses about what happened up there, so let's forget about that little incident and go get some adventure. Collapse hint. Real heroes don't use the door. Collapse requirements. Helpful items, hookclaw. Not having princess. This ending is possible without any item. Collapse solution. Climb to the top of the dark fortress and use the vent to rescue the princess. There are multiple ways to get up. Climb up the lifted drawbridge unarmed or with the hookclaw and jump to the right. After take the portal from ending 51 or using the elevator, use the hookclaw to go up in the room where the anvil swing. Jump with the chicken from the leap of faith cliff. Collapse aftermath. Princess's blood splatter can be found in her cell. Others like you also viewed. Endings. Ending 48. Ending 74. Ending number 43. Edit. Ending 42. Endings ending 44. Dinner for 2. Collapse ending text. That dragon was clearly in need of some affection and Tim's hug was right on time. They instantly became BFFs, playing together and eating violent heroes every day. Collapse time expired. 3 weeks later. Collapse wake up text. Last night's dinner at Dragon's was amazing, but the princess was still in danger. Hurry up, Tim. Collapse hint. Befriend someone rich. Collapse requirements. Items, Mr. Hugs. Not having princess. Collapse solution. Using Mr. Hugs at the dragon in Ju Volcano. You have to do this from behind, meaning you go through the dragon's lair. Others like you also viewed. Ending 45. Ending 50. Ending 47. Ending 49. Ending number 44. Edit. Ending 43. Endings ending 45. Bad leverage. Collapse ending text. The dark stone influenced Tim to push the wrong lever, turning his body into a perfectly flat mat. Collapse time expired. 4 months later. Collapse wake up text. After Tim somehow recovered, he decided to ignore the voices in his head, stop making extreme decisions and instead aim for a middle ground approach. Collapse hint. Wrong lever. Collapse requirements. Not having princess. Helpful items, hookclaw. This ending is possible without any item. Collapse solution. Inside the lever room, inside the mountain to the right of the sacrificial altar, flip the rightmost lever. Collapse aftermath. Your name is changed to disgusting creature, and your skin is changed to OMG. What happened to you? The name changes back to the previous with the next skin or name changing ending. Others like you also viewed. Ending 32. Items. Ending 25. Ending 35. End. Ending number 45. 1. Edit. Ending 44 endings ending 46. Well, excuse me, princess. Collapse ending text. What kind of reward would Tim consider worth surviving countless dangers and enemies? That's right. A quickie with the princess. Tim quickly left, just saying. Collapse time expired. That same day. Collapse wake up text. Tim woke up and realized he left his clothes behind after his encounter with the princess. Maybe he should cover himself with something, so he doesn't get hurt our sensibilities. Collapse hint. Skip the pickup lines. Collapse requirements. Items, princess. Collapse solution. After saving the princess, head to the right and press action key on the bed. Collapse aftermath. Your home has a closet. Interact with it to change into past skins. Your skin is changed to nude. Others like you also viewed. Ending number 46. 1. Edit. Ending 45 endings ending 47. Extreme sports. Collapse ending text. Tim was disappointed to find nothing at the mountain, so he rushed on the way back, jumping off the cliff. Only a brutal impact with the ground would eventually calm him down. Collapse time expired. 8 months later. Collapse wake up text. Tim woke up with a terrible pain in his back, but his adventurous spirit demanded more adventure. Stupid adventurous spirit. Collapse hint. Running downhill. Collapse requirements. This ending is possible without any item. Collapse solution. Jump off the left side of the mountain, which is on the right of the king's castle. Collapse aftermath. Tim's blood can be found at the bottom of the mountain. This ending can never be triggered again. Your skin is changed to injured. Others like you also viewed. Endings. Items. Ending number 47. 3. Edit. Ending 46 endings ending 48. Harakiri. Collapse ending text. Tim was clueless. He just wanted some new ending, and not being able to find it made him feel empty inside, so he decided to put himself out of his misery using his sword. Collapse time expired. 3 months later. Collapse wake up text. Tim saw his whole life pass by in the form of a picture gallery. But wait, he wasn't dead. Just dying for more adventure. Collapse hint. End yourself. Collapse requirements. Items, Sword of Legend. Collapse solution. Pick up the Sword of Legend, then go to the menu, hover over the exit option, then wait for the new button to pop up. Press it. Others like you also viewed. Ending 46. Ending 49. Endings. Items. Ending 27. Ending Ending number 48. Edit. Ending 47 endings ending 49. It's my first day. Collapse ending text. Obviously, Tim didn't know how to read. He just saw that big red button and pushed it. The fortress collapsed right over him, trapping the princess inside and leaving the Dark Lord somewhere else. Tim's last words were, "Collapse time expired." 2 years later. Collapse wake up text. The hero job is so popular these days. Many streamers decide to jump into the adventure, even with the constant jokes and trolling of their followers. It's quite easy to just sit there and laugh while Tim does all the work. Collapse hint. Below the spikes. Collapse requirements. Helpful items, hook claw or chicken. This ending is possible without any item. Collapse solution. In the pit area of the Dark Fortress, enter the trapdoor, best with hook claw or chicken, and press the big red button. Collapse aftermath. The big red button is now covered by a stone, and on top of it is a sign that says, "Destroy my fortress once, it's your fault. Do it twice, it's mine. The Dark Lord." This ending can never be triggered again. Others like you also viewed. Items. Ending 20. Ending number 49. 5. Edit. Ending 48. Endings ending 50. Victory Royale. Collapse ending text. Tim found so much pleasure in killing hundreds of weak minions he forgot about the princess, the kingdom, and everything else. Now, he just wanted to hear that squishy sound. And to be the last man standing. Collapse time expired. 4 months later. Collapse wake up text. Eventually, Tim decimated the minion population, so he had to find new hobbies. How about rescuing the princess for once? Collapse hint. Big pile of corpses. Collapse requirements. Items, Sword of Legend. Not having Mr. Hugs. Helpful items. The hero shield blocks all damage from the minions. Using the shotgun kills on range and more minions at once. Get some extra health from the fairy fountain can help if not holding the hero shield. Collapse solution. In the pit area of the Dark Fortress, go to the top and press the button. Fall down and use the Sword of Legend or shotgun to kill 120 minions. Let them drop and thorns will not work. Collapse aftermath. If you kill again 120 minions in the pit, the floor breaks down, so you can go left and right. This ending can never be triggered again. Others like you also viewed. Items. Ending 74. Ending number 50. Edit. Ending 49. Endings ending 51. P0 Ned. Collapse ending text. Tim knew he'd only have a 0.01% chance of winning this combat, but the voices of his imaginary friends resonated within, filling him with courage. Maybe just a little more courage could have kept him from being split in half. Collapse time expired. 3 months later. Collapse wake up text. 546 stitches later, Tim was in one piece and once again ready for adventure. Collapse hint. Mortal Kombat. Collapse requirements. Items, Princess. Not having Hero Shield or Dark Stone. Collapse solution. Escape with the princess down the elevator shaft and fight the Dark Lord. Collapse aftermath. Tim's blood can be found near the Dark Lord. Others like you also viewed. Ending 49.